Only a few more 70 rails to play before I've played them all. At least the successful ones of 2025. Alright, Unsure is the next one. A hybrid of roguelike and interactive fiction made for 70 rail 2025. It's got a download, so probably not going to be like, a browser-based one. Nope, it's not. We'll start downloading this. Oh, very quick download, that's nice. Let's read. So, by Vidor. Roguelike interactive fiction, some weird point crawl made for 70 rail 2025. Game is heavily inspired by Kruyup, a hybrid of roguelike and interactive fiction. However, the fact that English is not my native language complicates the interactive fiction part a bit. That's why I decided to make a game that's more UI and symbol heavy instead of traditional roguelike, or its if levels use a known from roguelike's node system. So UI and symbol heavy. Okay. So basically it's got impact instructions. It's just him who made it. I don't see anything else here, so maybe like just instructions basically in like the download folder. We'll see. So it's a zip, so I have to unzip it. Is this for Linux only? No, it says Windows Linux, so it should be work. Okay, here's the README. Roguelike interactive fiction hybrid made for Zenreal 2025. The archive contains both Linux and Windows builds. To start the game on Windows, simply run start Windows file. So start Windows bat. Probably. Alright, looks like that worked. I don't see the AV popping up, so that's interesting, but okay. Start new game, play tutorials, show high scores, or quick game. So it looks like there's like no full screen or anything for this one, so let's just go fix that for you guys. Boop. And let's fit the screen. There we go, and then we'll center it. Yeah, it's good enough. Right there, 240. So, this is the map. The highlighted room is where you are. On the right side, there are rooms you can reach from the current room. Press Enter to continue. You are in an empty room. Your adventure has just started. Go to the first room, combat. So this is the main menu that you use for interaction with the game world. Press Enter to select currently highlighted options. You have been ambushed. What do you do? So you fight, you try to flee, to try diplomacy. Pay attention to the number marks inside the square brackets. They indicate the current danger level, so this one danger level. So we can fight. Fighting uses physique, fleeing uses cunning, diplomacy uses empathy. Press Enter. Please note that the relevant skill is always highlighted. Press Enter. This is where dice roll. Amount of die rolled is equal to the relevant skill level. Now resolve the conflict. Press Enter. Fight, you will need to win. If you win, you get rewards. Am I winning? I have no idea. You defeat the opponent, looted 50 GP. Where are you going to go now? Go to first room, merchants. You were in the merchant's room. You can either skip interaction, purchase, or steal something. Press Enter. You met this friendly merchant, maybe browse his wares. So, purchase, try stealing, try navigating to steal. If you fail, test merchant won't interact with you anymore. Also, the guild will raise their prices. So, dice above are in your inventory. To pass the test, you need at least as many successes. 6-hit die as the current danger level. To maximize chance of success, add dice to your dice pool. Do so, you enter inventory by pressing the right arrow. Now, mark both dice by pressing enter when cursor is on them, and exit from inventory by pressing left arrow. Then confirm roll by pressing enter. So, I'm not sure I understand this basically very well. Here's the tutorial ends, but you can continue to press enter. Alright, so let's just get ourselves killed here for a moment. I'm just going to get myself killed and restart again here. The thing is, I don't want to, like, you know, close the window and start again because, you know, alright, I died. So, def. You died to end room. This run started as tutorial. The character had the following skills. You gathered that much gold. You had 3 red die, blah, blah. Alright, let's start a new game. So, you're in an empty room. Your adventure has just started. So basically you can see like where you want to go. So you have like the first room is a merchant. Go to the first room, combat. Go to the second room, event. Go to the third room, merchant. Alright, why does it say first room is merchant and combat here? That seems a little bit odd. But it looks like my stats are like randomized. So we have like 7 health, 4 physique, 6 cunning, 3 empathy, 50 gold in 1 room. So I'm basically a rogue type of build here. Somewhat. Basically we're good at running away, but not very good at like anything else. Let's try stealing from a merchant, I guess. You met this friendly merchant, may browse his wares. We'll steal from number 1, that uses cunning. You distracted a merchant. What items do you want to steal? So potion of strength, nutritious meal, red dye, or the sword. So that will hurt my cunning, but will up my power and my empathy. Quickly grab an item and hide it. Merchant becomes more alert. So I could basically steal from him, but you know, let's purchase. So you can get the potion of strength, the red dye, nutritious meal. You know, it's probably good to actually see like what they're actually like, you know, happy before we try stealing from, but whatever. Potion of strength gives me like power, so let's get this. Go back. Leave. You left the merchant. Where are you going to go now? So, go to first room, combat, second room, combat, or third room, event. Let's go try combat. You have been ambushed. What do you want to do? I can fight, I can flee, or I can try diplomacy. So, I don't think fleeing basically gets me like, you know, anything. Now I have to wonder, how many like enemies are basically being like, you know, shown here? There's like 2, and there's like 2 different dice pools for them. We'll try fighting. You've been hit. What do you want to do? Okay, that's sort of adding to like the dice pool, I think. Alright, you defeat the opponents. Looted 19 GP. Where are you going to go now? I could go to merchant, event, or combat. Let's try going to the event. You see 2 groups fighting each other. What do you do? I could help the smaller group, or I could help a larger group. Let's help the smaller group. Together you managed to drive the larger group off. They gave you 2 dice as a reward. Where are you going now? So I can go to the first room, event. You see 2 groups fighting each other. What do you do? I could help the smaller group or help the larger group. No, no, by the way, I guess like that's my inventory under like the, you know, the side over here. I wonder the difference between like red dye and like, you know, orange dye basically is. It didn't really tell me that, I don't think, in the tutorial, so. Let's up the smaller group again. So use a red dice to get me some stuff. The Gary you managed to drive the larger group off. They gave you 2 dice as a reward. Where are you going now? I guess let's go to combat. You have been ambushed. What do you want to do? I can fight, I can flee, or I can try diplomacy. So I guess I'll fight. Got 2 6s. You defeated the opponent, looted 15 GP, 2 times red die. Where are you going now? So let's go for combat. Room 7. You've been ambushed. What do you want to do? I guess we'll fight. You've been hit. Well, let's use some dice. You've been hit. Let's fight. I only get that in for one instance, by the way, so more dice is probably helpful to basically have, but whatever. You defeat the opponent, loot 20 GP, 2 extra red die. Where are you going to go now? Go to first room combat. Ambush. Why not? Let's try this die then. So this is better for 6s. Awesome. You defeat the opponent, loot the, you know, GP and red die. Let's go to event. You see a poster with your likeness hanging on the wall. Tear down the poster. You feel safer already. Where are you going to go now? I guess we'll go to combat. So, combat. Hostile encounter. What do you do? I can fight, I can try and flee, or I can try diplomacy. We'll try fighting. And we'll use a lot of die. You've been hit. What do you do? So I only got 1 die like hit right there. I think I need to have 2. You defeat the opponents. Looted 1 red die for it. Where are you going to go now? I can go to merchant, or third room combat. Let's go to the merchant. You met this friendly merchant. Maybe browse his wares. Purchase. I get a nutritious meal. Heal up a little bit. Potion of strength. Get more like strength. Red die or gold die. So gold die is more expensive than red die, of course. Looks like getting your HP back is very, very expensive, but I kind of feel I have to do it. So go to event. You see 2 groups fighting each other. Let's try the larger group this time. The opponents fought very bravely and managed to drive you away. You're slightly bruised. Where are you going to go now? Let's go to another event. You see 2 groups fighting. Let's try to help in a larger group again. Hostile encounter. What do you want? True. Let's try fleeing. You managed to escape but not unscathed. Where are you going now? So apparently you can still get hit whenever he's escaping. It's going to know. I can steal from the merchant, I guess. You've been caught red-handed. Merchant is furious and will not trade with you anymore. Guild prices are up for you. We'll leave. Let's try this merchant then. Distracted him so I can get myself a potion of cunning or gold die. Let's get the gold die. Let's go combat. Hostile encounter, what we want to do. Guess we'll try and fight, so fight. You defeat the opponent. Looted some red die, gold die, what are you going to do? Let's go inside a merchant here. You met this friendly merchant, let's steal from him. We get caught, we'll leave. Let's go for a round of combat. Fight, flee, or diplomacy. We'll fight, I guess. Oh, I got hit too many times, I died. So, you died at 19 room. Your character had the following skills: physics, cunning, empathy. You got 37 gold pieces. You had, like, you know, 2 times red die, 2 times gold die. In your inventory, the moment you died, your high score is 80. So, we got 80 high score. And if it tries again, this time we have a higher physique. Not as much cunning, very low empathy. Never actually tried diplomacy once, but let's just try it again. You know, it's going to be a bad idea to do it, but let's try it. Empathy. Your persuasion attempt failed. Pieces no longer on the table. So you can't try, you know, that, but in whatever. So fight. So I have to wonder, like, what the, you know, physique, cunning, and empathy stats basically do for you, because it seems like it's just like, you know, a dice roll. So how do they basically help those stats, I wonder? Let's see if I can get myself a successful diplomacy. Nope. All right, let's try, like, you know, one more combat. Try diplomacy. You talked your way out of it. Where are you going to go now? So yeah, basically you can talk out of it and not have to worry about it. So hooray. All right, that's basically enough of unsure here. You know, it's a decent enough game for what it basically is, but I assume it's basically got, like, you know, voted, you know, down quite a bit by the viewers, other reviewers, just because, like, you know, it's not really much of a relic, but whatever. Take care all.